Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. Tonight we are in the city of Hopkins in the beautiful state of Minnesota, bringing you boys Metro West Section 5A AA Finals boys soccer featuring the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights taking on the home Blake Bears, and we are at Gordy Amma Jr. Memorial Stadium and on a gorgeous night, 65 degrees, windy, 15 miles out of the south. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. Are we streaming live on YouTube? I don't believe so. No. So on tape delay, but glad you're with us nevertheless. Gorgeous night. Again, 71 degrees earlier today, 65 at game time, and winds out of the south, which means the Blake Bears will have the wind behind them for the first half. 40 minutes on the clock. In nets for Blake. Roland Bentley, he's got a .09 goals against average. Meanwhile, in goal for the Red Knights, Zachary Nelson, both seniors, and we're underway. And the Red Knights control the opening kickoff into the Blake zone on the far side in the corner. And it's in the corner, out of bounds. No, it stays in bounds, and now it's out of bounds. And it's going to be Blake Bear ball. And so they'll roll it over to their goaltender, Bentley. And a nice, good offensive foray for the Red Knights to start off this Section 5A final, 5AA final. Winner goes to the state tournament. It's been a while since the Red Knights have been there. Neither of these teams played each other in the regular season, although they did have 3 common opponents. And the Bears won all 3 of those, and the Red Knights won, lost, and tied, if that might be any indication. Their records apiece, Benilde comes in 10-6-2, the Bears 15-2-1. So they definitely have the advantage. They were the higher seed in the tournament, which is why they are at home. Just underway here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Just under 39 minutes to go, half number 1. Just underway. Now the Blake Bears will control in their own zone. That was number 11 for the Bears. There they are. Number 11, Levi Pesky. And now the ball will be a free kick for the Bears. Coming over to do the honors is number 20, Greg Perpetualitson. It's quite a mouthful there. And he'll set it up from about the 45. Almost gonna treat it like a corner kick, aren't they? From deep down, big leg into the scoring zone, and the header by number 11, Levi Pesky, couldn't get it on net, goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Red Knights, and now their goaltender will take over. That is Nelson, and he'll take his time. Just underway here on a gorgeous mid-fall, mid-October evening in Hopkins, Minnesota. The stadium sits on a hilltop in Hopkins, probably the highest point in the city, if I'm not mistaken. It certainly feels that way. Now the Bears, after that free kick by the goaltender Nelson, runs it out of bounds, and it will be Benilde ball, and they'll get a free kick from right over in that far corner. And from my vantage point, it's hard to see the numbers, so I'm not going to be able to identify the players all the time, especially when they're in that far corner. Now we have a whistle and a turnover. Red Knights will get a free kick now into midfield in the Blake zone. He gets tripped from behind. That draws a whistle, and that's going to be a free kick for number 17 for the Red Knights. That is Baldwin. And he'll set it up. Actually, it's going to be number 4 instead, Greg Mueller, the senior. And he's going to treat this like a corner kick as well from about the 37. The lefty lofts it in there nice and easy, trying to get the header, and Roland Bentley comes out to make the save, and the rebound comes way far out. Almost was a nice outlet pass for the Bears to go on offense, but the Red Knights kick it right back in. Good defense at midfield, played by number 21. And I don't have a name for him. That's one of the 2 names, 21 and 23, I don't have on my list here. I'll try to get that information perhaps at halftime. So my apologies in advance. All right, now the Bears can't handle it. A nice turnover to number 21, the nameless one. And now back to number 4 for the Red Knights. That's Mueller. Mueller now to the near side, number 17. That is Baldwin. Now Baldwin back to the nameless 21, and now they'll kick it all the way back to Zachary Nelson, the senior. And he'll boot it to the near sideline, and he gets it to number 18. That is Sam Parker. He gives it up to the Bears. Now the Bears in the corner. That's number 9, Joseph Melage. Comes right in. The shot just wide left. And a wise play by Zachary Nelson, the goaltender. He let it go to ensure that he got the ball back. Had he tried to play it and it went off of him or was misplayed, it could have ended up in a corner kick for the Blake Bears. So smart move by the goaltender, Zachary Nelson, the senior. Now he'll boot it to about midfield to the right hash mark, played by the Bears first. That was number 18 with the header for Blake, Jackson Fulton. Now the Red Knights into that far dark corner near the school. Gets booted right back out to midfield. Good clean soccer here so far early on. We're under 35 minutes to play in half number 1. For the seniors, the losing team, this is their last match of their high school career, so a lot on the line, and of course a state tournament berth. Nothing sweeter than that in any sport in high school, so both these teams are going to bring everything they've got for sure. Now the Bears, lead pass, not going to be offsides. Well thought out there, but nice defense, gets by Nelson, and he just holds on in time as the Bears push the envelope, and their first and best offensive opportunity of the first half comes with 34 minutes, 10 seconds left, and Nelson got away with one, I feel, but he was able to recover just in time. Basically had to tackle that ball to prevent it from going in the net. Okay, now Bears still controlling at midfield. Now the Red Knights take over. Back and forth at midfield. They play. Oh, that was a nifty play by number 2 as he let it go between his legs. That's Landon Bell. He's their leading scorer. He's got 8 goals, 7 assists on the year. Keep an eye on him. And that was a knife deceptive play as he allowed that ball to go between his legs. Could fake out the defender very easily. Okay, now the nameless 21. Big lofting inbounds pass. Tried to get it to number 15 for the Red Knights. That was Charles Platt, the senior. Now the Bears, another big kick from midfield as he tries to get it ahead to Bell. That's who they want to feed with the ball. He's got their most points of the year, as I just mentioned, and now good defense by the Red Knights. The Bears apply the pressure now. As we are approaching 33 minutes now, that shot taken by number 9 for the Bears. That was Joseph Malo. And another save by Nelson. So far advantage Bears as they have a couple shots on goal or close to it. Meanwhile, the Red Knights haven't really threatened yet on the offensive end. Good defense by the Bears. Feels like the wind may be dying down here. Gorgeous night, full moon here on October 17th. Now the Red Knights with it, a kind of a corner kick across the goal mouth. No one there though for the Red Knights. And that'll go out of bounds and turn the ball back over to the goaltender, Roland Bentley. Red Knight coaches cheering them on from the sideline, as is the Blake Bears coach. Now Roland Bentley will tee it up from the goal. Now to the near side, big kick out to the 50, misses the mark, now comes all the way back and played by number 4. Gage Mueller. Now the pass ahead by number 18 for the Red Knights, Sam Parker, and that'll go out of bounds. As he tried to lead his teammate, number 15 up there. Couldn't quite connect. Now the Bears will try to work it up, and the Red Knights putting on some offensive forechecking here. Nice pass outlet to number 9 for the Bears. Milo, now that's Bell. He's their leading scorer. Very dangerous player out there. Quick moves. My first time seeing him play. And his pass intended led his teammate too far, out of bounds, and the turnover will be to the Red Knights. No score so far as we are now approaching the 9-minute mark of the first half. 31 minutes remaining. And the goaltender, Zachary Nelson, will tee it up. Another big leg there into the wind. You can see the wind hold it up there in midair. And it is gusting up to 15. I think it was up to 20 miles an hour. These southern winds are bringing in the warm temperatures from the south. It's going to remain that way for the next week, it appears, in Minnesota. So no snowstorms yet. All right, now here comes the Bears with number 14 playing it. That was Hereta. And taken away by the Red Knights. Moises Hereta. They try to lead it, and only Blake Bears back to retrieve it, and Roland Bentley comes way out of the net. I always think that's a dangerous move, whether it's hockey or soccer, to get that far out. Anything can happen, and you're way out of position. Now we got a whistle from the referee. There's going to be a free kick for the Red Knights on the infraction by the Bears. And we're now just under 30 minutes to go as they advance the ball up here. And they're going to bring it all the way. We're going to get a, let's see here. Okay, a free kick. Over there to tend to that, that's Rory Cady, the sophomore, number 19. Next to him, that's number 4, the senior, Greg Mueller. One of those two is going to do the honors. Little deception here. Corner kick type opportunity. Mueller's going to do it with the left foot, hooks it in there, bends it like Beckham, stopped by the Bears. Red Knights trying to get control. Then Mueller comes up, takes over, got it ahead of him a little too far. And the Bears take it over. Now 18 with it for the Red Knights. That is Parker. Played now by number 3, Nicholas White for the Red Knights, the sophomore. Now White again. Gets it over to number 17. That is Baldwin for the Red Knights. Red Knights have some sustained possession here. And the Bears, and now gets Karams into the corner, chasing it. Is number 18 for the Red Knights. That's Parker, and we got a whistle as he goes down, and the ball's going to be awarded to the Bears in that corner. And I believe it will be a throw-in as it didn't cross the goal line. It'll be a free kick from that near corner and the sideline out to midfield. Played by the Bears, number 10. That is Charlie Silvestri. Now playing it, number 18 for the Red Knights, Sam Parker. And out of bounds, it's going to be a throw-in for the Red Knights. Doing the honors will be number 19, Cady. Cady tries to get it into the corner. Fighting for it is number 18, Parker. And number 23, he's my other nameless Red Knight. I apologize for that. They announced them as starters, but their names weren't in my program, unfortunately. Okay, ball played out. Now that's Bell, heads it, but it's played by nameless 21. 21 now to midfield. Nice pass there, but intercepted by the Bears, and they may have some momentum. They lead Bell, and he's off to the races. Chasing him is 21. Here comes Bell, number 2. Leading scorer for the Blake Bears. Puts the move on, comes in, just crosses the goal mouth and out of bounds, saved by the Red Knights. They prevent the corner kick. Great defense there in the corner, but what a play by Blake's number 2, Landon Bell. You can really see the excitement he brings once he gets that ball. He certainly brings out the excitement in the home Bear crowd. I happen to be sitting in the crowd. We're not normally in the press box. We're in the last row of the stadium against the press box, so I'm right here with the folks slightly to the right of midfield, next to our camera. Meanwhile, Bears trying to control the Red Knight zone on that far zone. Now that's number 14 for the Bears playing it. That's Herta. Now near side, number 8 for the Bears. That's Christian Baker. Now Bell. Back to Baker, number 8. Bears trying to settle it down here, establish some dominance with the ball possession. Number 14, Herta. Now to number 17, that's Angel Valdiva Cortez. Now the Red Knights take over on the far side, at least momentarily. 15, Charles Platt gets it ahead, lead pass. Tried to get it to a streaking number 19 down the field. Katie led him too far. Ball ends up in Roland Bentley's hands, the goaltender for Blake. Now the outlet pass, nifty pass to number 10. That is Silvestri. Now lead pass, almost offsides, and they're gonna call offsides. It was offsides, it looked like offsides, and it was offsides. As they tried to lead it to number 7, Augustin Contagio. And that is the MO, isn't it, for the Blake Bears? They like to do, it's almost like in basketball, sometimes when I used to play that sport, you'd send a guy down and you'd get the rebound and you'd be wide open, almost like a fast break type, Hail Mary type pass, but they like to take advantage of that speed, just like that. And then they'll let their forwards chase it, try to get it, and then put the move on the goaltender. And it almost worked that last time down the field. Okay, look at the clock, 25-13 remaining in the first half. Bears have had the advantage on the offensive end. They've had a few more scoring opportunities than the Red Knights, but nevertheless, it's still tied at 0. Earlier, prior to this match, when I arrived, there was the girls' Section 5 AA final going on, Orono and the Blake Bears, and Orono scored with less than 2 minutes to go at the end of regulation of the second half to win and go to the state tournament. An upset, to be sure. And the boys' Blake Bears are going to try to prevent a double loss on their home field in section finals tonight. Meanwhile, the Red Knights are going to try to say something about that and get back to the state tournament. It's been several years, and here they've got a chance. It's 2-on-3 on the far side. Open space ahead of them. Pass to the left side, intended and delivered to number 15, Platt, and they're going to call a whistle. And I think that might have also been called an offsides. And whatever it is, it's going to be Bears ball. Now to the near side. That's number 8 with it, Christian Baker. To number 10, Silvestri. Now number 9, that is Mello. And his pass, there you can see, tried to get a streaking number 7 down that far side, Contagio, and a nice defense by the Red Knights this time. And now a nice tackle of the ball and an excellent tackle of the ball by the Blake Bears as they steal it from a streaking number 7 for the Red Knights. Appeared to be Malcolm Crane, the sophomore, getting the ball taken away from him. Now the Bears at midfield. Number 9, that's Milo. And tried to get it ahead to Bell. I gotta tell you, when Bell gets near that ball, Landon Bell, it definitely brings an excitement to the crowd here. And I can see why. He has that way about him and the way he plays. Definitely at a different level. There he is. He tried to kind of play it in a cute way there, I thought, and he kind of let it get by him, but now he takes it away. Landon Bell with the quick kick, just goes wide right, and Nelson, the goaltender, lets it go, and that'll turn it over to the Red Knights. And now we've got an injured Bell as he's slow to get up. Landon Bell looks like he's gonna be okay. He went down to the turf on that shot. Now we're gonna have some substitution for the Bears. Checking in, number 23, I don't have a name for him, and number 13, I do have a name for him. That's James Lewis, the junior. And it is gonna be a corner kick for the Bears on that last transaction, and they're gonna kick it in the middle. It's headed out, and the Red Knights played defense early on. Now they get the ball away, and now they have nearly a breakaway of their own as they boot it all the way down. I don't know who they were trying to get that to as they booted it all the way down to Roland Bentley. They might have just been trying to clear the zone, as it was a little intense there as the Bears are starting to put a little more offensive pressure on the Red Knights. And now that's number 19 for Benilde-St. Margaret's Katie booting it back to Roland Bentley. He'll walk it up. Roll it over to number 11, that is Levi Pesky. Pesky now boots it. They've got strong legs, don't they? Booting that thing down half a field just like that. Breakaways, that's what I was trying to remember. That's the phrase. They're looking for breakaways. the Blake Bears. That's a big part of their strategy, it appears to me so far early on here in the first half. Actually, we're nearing the midway point of the first half, and now we're gonna have more substitutions for the Red Knights. Checking in will be number 7, Malcolm Crane, and number 2, Jacob Dehel. Also checking in for the Blake Bears, number 14 is Moises Huerta. Checking out for the Bears, number 7 is Contagio. He's been doing a lot of running, trying to establish those fast break type opportunities. So both coaches going to their bench midway through the first half here, trying to maintain the energy levels of their players throughout the match. I look at the American flag over there and it's blowing horizontally, so the wind is still blowing out there. Where I happen to be sitting, we're protected from the wind, so we don't feel it as much as maybe the players do out there, but it is significant. I even think in soccer, just having that wind behind you, and fortunately, if you're a Red Knight fan, having that wind behind you in the second half could prove pivotal as this game moves on. Right now, still tied at 0. Red Knights looking for their first shot on goal. 20 minutes into the match, here they come now. That's number 10 for the Red Knights with his attempt. That is Aiden Lowy. He's a very quick, skilled player coming in off the bench. There's Lowy. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Landon Bell. Just quick, very deceptive moves out there. Now the Bears, number 10 with the big kick. There they go, going for that breakaway type play again every time. And this time it was intended for number 13. That is James Lewis. And now the Red Knights have it on their own end. They're clearly the underdog coming into this one and being on the road. They were the number 2 seed in the bracket. On their way here, they beat Robbinsdale Cooper 4-0, and then they got by Minneapolis Edison 3-2 to get to the final. Meanwhile, the Bears have not been scored on in the tournament. They beat Minneapolis Camden West 9-0 in round 1, and then De La Salle just 2-0 to get here, but they have not given up a goal, and they've scored 11. All right, now a free kick for the Bears. The clock is stopped with 19:08 remaining in the first half. And a free kick now gonna be close in from the 21-yard line. 22, I would say. That goal is flush against the end of the American football end zone, so he's basically 32 yards away from the goal where he stands, and here he comes with the left foot. He's gonna loft it in there, trying that far side, played by the Red Knights first. Now they head it out, kept in though by number 14, Moises Huerta. And now in the corner, stays in bounds. Red Knights have it. Nope, they whistle it dead as it goes out of bounds, and the Red Knights will take over. And that will be goaltender again, Zachary Nelson, the senior, taking his time here. He's got a big leg. Lines up much like an American football kickoff. And that's a big kick into that 15-mile-an-hour wind. Let me tell you what. All right, now here come the Red Knights, number 7. That is Crane, who just checked in, so he'll have some energy. Now the quick throw in as they lofted ahead, and that was a number 19, Katie. For a minute, he was open, and a clear path to the goal, I felt. Ball got there a little late. And now we've got a flag by the side judge and an infraction called on number 7 for the Red Knights. That's Malcolm Crane, the sophomore. Not sure what the reason was, as we're now just under 18 minutes to go here, first half. Now to kick, number 8 for the Blake Bears. That is Christian Baker. He's got 5 goals, 2 assists on the year. So far playing a setup role in the backfield on defense. That's probably where he gets his assists. Big leg though, good big leg there by Christian Baker. He'll come up to do it again. Solid looking kid out there, Baker. Now Landon Bell will step out, their leading scorer. He gets a round of applause, so he'll take a breather here. I don't expect him to be on the bench long, though. He's got 8 goals, 7 assists on the year, far and away the leading scorer for the Blake Bears. And now there's a push from behind, right in front of the referee. It's going to be a free kick for the Red Knights. That comes with 17:07 remaining in half number 1. And to set it up there is number 7, Crane. Well, they asked him to back it up a little bit. He tried to cinch it up there a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Trying to get advantage that they can. Ball makes it all the way over to the sidelines, out of bounds, and a throw in for the Red Knights, as I do believe it grazed the Blake Bears, number 10, Charlie Silvestri. And now quickly out of bounds, and it turns back over to the Blake Bears. So no scoring here early on. There was no score in the girls' 5AA final till the last 2 minutes of the entire 80-minute match. Now checking in again, he wasn't out for long, was number 7, Augustin Cottagio. He likes to streak down to get those fast break passes deep. Now Roland Bentley, I think, took a chance there trying to one-time it. I don't think he got what he wanted out of that kick. This could be an opportunity for the Red Knights. And now they keep it in. On the far side, playing at that is number 2, who's checked in, Jacob Diebel. And there's that long fast break type pass again by the Blake Bears. So that is their game. They prefer to just kick it down and chase it and try to beat the defense to it and put the play on the goaltender. And sooner or later, that may work out well. They've got some strong legs in that backfield to play that game big time. All right, now Zachary Nelson with it. And this time he'll punt it. Big kick into the wind, played by Baker. Baker loses it though to the nameless 23. He gets by Huerta. Now comes 23. And Baker gets it away from him, and he takes it away single-handedly. What a great defensive play by number 8, Christian Baker, the senior defender. Now into the offensive zone for the Bears. And kicked out of bounds by the nameless 21. And now a throw-in. There was a whistle on the play. Clock continues to wind down. Quick moving first half here, as we're already under 15 minutes to go in half number 1. And for the Red Knights, checking out Aiden Lowy, gets a hand. He'll take a rest. And now the throw-in by Landon Bell, who's also quickly back in the match. And right in front, the shot by Cottagio. He sails it over the crossbar, but that might have been their best scoring opportunity of the night. That was a throw-in by Bell, got it over to Cottagio. Cottagio's gonna wish he had that back, I feel. And now taking his time, Zachary Nelson, and I don't blame him. He's kicking into the wind here. I would almost be playing for the second half if I were the Red Knights. I think that wind is significant. We'll see if it affects whether they're gonna be a little more offensive in the second half. Now taken away by number 7 for the Red Knights, Crane. They'll boot it into Blake Bear territory. Chasing it is number 15 for the Red Knights, Platt. Now back out to midfield, played by Scanlon for the Red Knights. Far corner, chasing it. Bear goes down and the Red Knight goes down. Then there should be a whistle there and a free kick. It looked like the Red Knights were going to have a great scoring opportunity. And that takedown was a saving grace, I think, if you're a Blake Bear fan, as it appeared to me that the Red Knight in that far corner, they're so far there, my eyesight is not good enough to see who they are. So I apologize for that. But here comes basically a corner kick from about the 5 or 4 yard line, extended in American football. And another opportunity here for the Red Knights, just under 13 minutes as they set it up. Jockeying around in front of the goal, and they loft it, curve it in there, headed nicely, got it right to number 17 for the Red Knights. That was Vincent Baldwin. He had an opportunity, couldn't direct it towards the net, however, and now the ball gets ricochets out to midfield. Red Knights still control until right then, taken away by number 10, Silvestri, and there's that breakaway type pass. That is their complete offense, isn't it? They've tried to take advantage of the big legs in the backfield and the speed on the sides, the corners, the forwards, and there's Baker. Look at that throw in. He is one strong kid. All right, now with it, Red Knights, number 19, Katie, out of bounds on that far sideline. Bears work it back in, under 12 to go first half. Just a balmy, beautiful October night, 65 degrees and windy. According to my weather app on the phone, it feels like 54. Parents out there probably wish this was Halloween if they walk their children around. Better than a snowstorm for sure. I think it's still gonna be warm come Halloween, but that's still 2 weeks away. The weather could change very quickly, but for now, it is gorgeous. Okay, now Red Knights trying to get something going here as we approach the 11-minute mark. The nameless 21, big leg into the wind. Trying to get it ahead to number 15 for the Red Knights. That's Charles Platt. And out of bounds, and now a throw in for 23. Plays catch with number 7, Crane. Crane now with the left foot inside, wide open. That's number 17, Baldwin. He takes a shot, gets deflected in front, and an easy save for the goaltender, Roland Bentley. Now he'll roll it out to the far side to his teammate, number 11, Levi Pesky. And out of bounds off the Red Knights, number 13, Scanlon, and a throw in for the Blake Bears will happen right at midfield. 10.5 minutes remaining. And checking in for the Blake Bears just now is number 19, Oliver Brown, the sophomore. Okay, throw in on the far side. And out of bounds again. Bears will get another throw in. They'll move up 10 yards this time though. Try to lead it down, and they get it in, out of bounds again. Ball goes to the Blake Bears. So they'll kind of get like the cart pathway down. They can keep throwing it in, goes out of bounds, 10 yards down, work their way down to a corner kick almost, which is what they are doing effectively. Now the ball ricocheted back out. Good defense. I believe that was number 3, Nicholas White, the sophomore, preventing that scoring opportunity. Meanwhile, the Bears keep the pressure on in the Red Knight zone, far side. Ball back out, kick coming right in on Nelson. He gets it away, rebound in front, the shot deflected out of bounds. It's gonna be a corner kick, and that was number 10 pounding the field. He had a golden opportunity, Charlie Silvestri, but it is gonna result in a corner kick. That's gonna come with about 9 minutes remaining, approaching 9 minutes. On the far side, to do the honors, if I saw the number right, I believe that was number 1. Well, I don't think it is number 1. Too far and too dark for me to see, numbers too little, but there comes inside the header. That was Landon Bell. Boy, it was right there. You can really see why he has the stats that he does. He's a very nice player to watch, and he just about headed that in past Zachary Nelson, but just over the crossbar, near miss on that corner kick. Red Knights dodge a bullet. Now Zachary Nelson with 8:39 remaining in the first half, out at midfield, kicked right back into the offensive zone for the Bears. Now back at midfield. You can see now number 14, that's Huerta. And the Red Knights take over. They're playing to a 0-0 tie. Blake Bears though, and now that's Cottagio. He's got room in front of him. Lead pass ahead, tried to get it to Bell. Now the Red Knights try to get their own fast break and chasing it and getting tripped from behind. My goodness, that was number 23 for the Bears who's gonna get flagged on that. I don't have a number, they're gonna call it, they bring out the card. I thought they should too, because it appeared that number 15, Sam Parker, Charles Platt, was on the way, And had he been in the scoring zone or the goalkeeper, that would have been a penalty kick. But he was going to have a great scoring opportunity, and I thought was intentionally tripped up there. And a yellow card is awarded to the Bears. And he's going to come in, checking in for the Bears is number 13, James Lewis. Meanwhile, the Red Knights are contemplating how they want to play this one. Looking it over is number 4, that is Mueller, along with number 19, Rory Keddy. Keddy's gonna leave the scene. It's gonna be Mueller with the left foot. He's gonna hook it in there, and it just gets over Baker's head and escapes everyone and out of bounds harmlessly, if you're a Bear fan. So that scoring opportunity goes for naught for the Red Knights, and now Roland Bentley will choose one of the substitute balls on the side of the net there, get some water, take his time. Clock continues to wind down. Not any urgency really here by either team, and why should there be, right? 7.5 minutes to go. Now Mueller kicks it back in. Missed kicks though, out of bounds into the children's playground across the way behind the stands, and quickly thrown in and back out of bounds. Bears will move up. This time they try to go back the other way. Into the Red Knight zone, played by Mueller, headed again. This time by number 13, Scanlon. Good defense so far by the Red Knights. They've withstood the pressure by this very powerful Blake Bears team. They came in with just 2 losses and a tie on the year. Now to the near side for the Bears, number 13, Lewis, who just checked in. Now Landon Bell bends it in right to Zachary Nelson, and he, in exaggerated fashion, goes down to smother that ball. A little bit of drama there, nothing wrong with that. It's got to be intense out there with the state tournament on the line, and you're the goaltender and you're the underdog. I don't blame him at all. You want to be sure that you look that ball into your arms all the way. On a windy night like that, with spin on the ball, all kinds of, we used to call it English on the ball. All right, now checking in for the Bears here as we approach the later stages of half number 1. We're already at the 6-minute mark, no score. Now the Bears with it. Number 14, that's Huerta, taken away nicely, and there was a whistle, and that upsets the coaching staff for the Red Knights. Coach kind of come over, and they're going to give a card to the bench of the Red Knights. Yellow card to the coach. The Benilde bench, back and forth they go. Not sure what that was all about. I think the bench for the Red Knights was upset with the call there, and there's Aiden Lowy also continuing to plead the case of the Red Knights. Meanwhile, holding the ball on the near side as the clock is stopped right now at 5:49. That is Christian Baker. So two yellow cards awarded, one against the Blake Bears. I think that was number 7, Silvestri Arctagio, and now the bench coaching staff for the Red Knights get one there. He was just voicing his displeasure with the call on the field, and he paid the price for it. I'm not sure what the practical effect of the yellow card is on the bench. I suppose if he gets another one, he has to leave, I suppose. I don't know, but anyway, let's hope there aren't any more yellow cards, and there's some pushing and shoving, and I think there's a little bit of a frustration going on for the Bears here at home. They expected to win, and they are not having their way so far. If you're a Red Knight fan, a 0-0 score is a victory, I think, here in the first half. Again, I keep bringing it up, but I can now feel the gusts of wind still here coming through the stadium. And the Red Knights are just going right into the teeth of that wind here all first half. So the Bears are going to be facing that wind in the second half. I'm not sure how they decide, if they flip a coin and do you get to choose the ball or choose the side. I would have chosen the side. All right, now a corner kick here for the Red Knights, a real one. Their first one of the night comes with 4:41 to go. It comes right in, and it gets headed out by the Bears. Nice defense by them, at least initially. Ball still loose, though, in front as they jockey for position. Now the Bears come away with it. Now Mueller takes it over. He's got a head of steam, gets by the defender. Did he lead himself too far? Baker comes over and takes it away. Nice defense by Baker. I am so impressed with that young lad. The senior defender, definitely the steadying influence out there. Now the urgency and the pace of play and the intensity starting to pick up here late with 4 minutes to go. Both teams want to get a goal going into halftime to get some sort of momentum, and now Mueller's going to be called for the infraction. And both these teams' players aren't afraid to voice their concerns with some of the officials' calls. And now there's going to be a free kick for the Bears. That's going to be number 14, Moises Huerta. This time they'll play the short game as they try to work it up from midfield over to number 17. That is Angel Valdivia Cortez. And now Contagio with the give and go and the shot right there. Zachary Nelson had it lined up dead perfect. Can of corn for Zachary Nelson. It was right at him, but another good scoring opportunity for number 7, Contagio. Now Nelson boots it out into that win. 3:14 remaining. Now Baker uses his body well, much like a rebounder in basketball, to protect that ball from number 18, trying to get at it with Sam Parker. Now played by the nameless 21, now ahead to number 19 for the Bears, Oliver Brown. And now the Red Knights try to sneak it ahead to number 15. Almost threaded the needle there. Charles Platt right there trying to cause problems. Now Baker, and good offensive pressure by the Red Knights force a miscue there, and now they have it at midfield. Good defense there, good forecheck by the Red Knights. 2.5 minutes remaining. Now the lead pass ahead to number 18. That is Parker. And Christian Baker comes in to stop that threat. He is one tough kid. I've already said it. Hard not to say it again when he makes plays like that. Time and time again, but it's going to be a throw in for 21. He goes right at Baker, and coming away with it is 14, Moises Huerta. Now with it, number 3 for the Red Knights. That's Nicholas White. Ball loose at midfield, played by number 10 for the Bears. Silvestri, good defense. Contagio, number 7, goes down, and a whistle. No, Paul. Play goes on. 1:47 remaining, and Contagio slow to get up over there, but it looks like he's going to be okay as he waits another turn. And there's Christian Baker with his big leg. Now the nameless 23 tries to dribble it out of his own zone, and it's intercepted by number 12 for the Bears, out of bounds. That was Frank Guala. And it looks like it'll be a throw-in for the Red Knights with 1:20 to go here, first half. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us, enjoying this 5AA championship section match. The winner to go to the state tournament. Throw in now, as we now have 1 minute exactly remaining in the first half. Throw in for the Red Knights on a balmy, windy night here. Name of the stadium, Gordy Amath Jr. Tragic story of how they named it after him. He died in the World Trade Center back in 9/11, 2001. Young man, 32 years old. Embarking on a great business career at Wall Street, lost his life, and they named the stadium after him. And now here comes Landon Bell, but the ball got a little too far in front of him, and Zachary Nelson smartly came over. Now he's gonna whip it out to the near side with now 10 seconds remaining. Red Knights check the clock over his shoulder, and he'll boot it down, and that should take care of half number 1. So after one half of play, our score in this Section 5AA final, Red Knights 0, Bears 0. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Stay with us for the second half. Glad you're with us.
Millions plan for retirement online. Estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, and manage your benefits all from the comfort of your home. And give yourself the freedom to do what you want offline. Social Security's online services help put you in control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hey, welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are at the Gordy Amoth Jr. Memorial Stadium on the beautiful campus of the Blake School in Hopkins, Minnesota, bringing you boys Section 5AA Section Final Soccer. Blake Bears, the #1 seed, taking on the Red Knights, the #2 seed. And there are 40 minutes on the clock, 40 minutes to the state tournament for one of these two teams. We're tied at 0. The Blake Bears dominated on the offensive end, but they had the 15-mile-an-hour wind behind them. Now they're going to be going into the wind. That may increase the chances for the Red Knights. And it is still gusting here past 8 o'clock at night. All right, 40 minutes on the board. Blake Bears control the initial kickoff. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. And now the Red Knights control. With it now is number 17. That is Vincent Baldwin. On the far side, that is who was the nameless 21. His name is Leo Scroggins, and also number 23, Liam Lynch for the Red Knights. I didn't have their names. I was able to secure those. And now the Bears on that far side. Played out of bounds. Looked like it went off the Red Knights. It did. It'll be a throw-in for the Blake Bears. So just underway here. They start with 40 minutes. They'll play to a conclusion. If they stay tied at 0 or some other score, there'll be overtime and then likely a shootout after that. We'll see how it turns out here. Now here comes Landon Ball and his shot, and there is Zachary Nelson. He's been playing outstanding in nets for the Red Knights, and the leading scorer had another chance there, Landon Ball. He has 8 goals, 7 assists on the year. Bell does. Now at midfield, played by Aiden Lowy. Now Christian Bark for the Bears plays it. I mentioned his name quite often in the first half. He's an excellent defender, Christian Baker. He has 5 goals, 2 assists on the year from that defensive position, but he is definitely the captain and the anchor of that Blake Bear defense. They haven't allowed a goal in the whole tournament, this being their 3rd match, the championship. They beat Minneapolis Camden 9-0 before beating De La Salle in the semifinal 2-0. Meanwhile, the Red Knights had their way in the first round 4-0 and then 2-0 or 3-2 win over Minneapolis Edison to advance. Now checking in for the Bears, number 13, that is James Lewis for the Bears. Quick early substitution for the Blake Bears bench. Now the throw in. And played over, and the Bears come away with it. Now they'll break out. They got a streaking Landon Bell, and they lead it off to him. That's what they like to do, and he gets it there successfully. And he's being defended by number 3, that is Nicholas White. Now up top to number 9 for the Bears, Joseph Milo. His kick high and over the crossbar and through the uprights of the American goalposts.
Goal kick for the Red Knights.
Would that be something if you could get a point, or maybe 2 points if you get in the net, 1 point if you get it through the uprights, add a little more scoring opportunities? That would make it interesting, wouldn't it? It would not be pure soccer though, for sure. All right, now Zachary Nelson kicks it out to about midfield. Bears try to take it back over. Nifty play there with the feet there. Number 10, that was Charlie Silvestri. Excellent talent on both teams on display tonight in this championship final. Now the throw in. And the Red Knights able to intercept that, and they tried to do the give and go, and it almost worked with number 15, Charles Platt. could have sent the Red Knights off to the races towards the goal. Now back into the Red Knight zone. That's Landon Bell with it. He shows that speed. He comes around the corner, and it gets tackled away on defense by the Red Knights, but it's going to end up being a corner kick for the Blake Bears. That's going to come with just under 36 minutes remaining in the second half. Over there to do the honors for the Bears will be number 14, Moises Huerta. And he'll tee it up. Urging him on here. The Bears, their girls varsity team, suffered a devastating loss in their championship against Orono just prior to this match. Ball comes in there, gets rejected, but there in front trying to set it up to himself for the Bears was number 7, Contagio. And he took a little too long. Now on the near side, and an opportunity there, and it's going to go out of bounds after it's defended by number 17, Vincent Baldwin, but that's going to bring up a second corner kick. That'll come with 35 minutes remaining in the first half, and that's going to be Contagio. He's going to do the honors, and now the Blake Bears, despite the wind in their face, have an opportunity, and the facade of the big school building behind does block the wind for this corner kick. That won't have an impact, and there's the header, almost missed inside, and there again is Nelson with a big save as he goes down to the ground, and he's slow to get up. Let's see how he is, and he will get up just fine, and he will take the ball. Actually, Zachary Nelson has played incredibly well here, keeping the Red Knights in this one, as most of the scoring opportunities have been by the Blake Bears. And now Nelson, he'll take his time. He's got a big leg. He was kicking it routinely to the 50-yard line stripe, and now he'll have the wind behind him, and now it gets beyond the 50, so that wind does make a difference a little bit, especially when they get farther away from the building that's right behind the goal net. Now into the corner, just gets by, and Mueller's going to let it go out of bounds, plays it very cautiously, and he'll bump it over to his goaltender, Zachary Nelson, and he'll take his time to set it up. I always wonder why they take their time there. It's 0-0, it's a championship game. I think you'd want to get as many opportunities as you can, but I never really played it that competitively, so what do I know? But now it's out of bounds, that I know, and it's going to be Blake Bears' ball deep in the Red Knight territory. Coming over for the throw-in will be number 17 for the Bears, Angel Valdiva Cortez, and he'll play it back up top rather than go towards the net. Double team there by the Red Knights. Aiden Lowry comes away with it. He's very quick with his feet out there. Look at that. That is a pure great example of it. Now, here come the Red Knights in the offensive zone. They've got the wind behind them. I keep mentioning it, but I feel it's really important. Now, the give and go back to number 3, Nicholas White, and he gets taken down, and the ball taken away, only to be taken back away by the Red Knights. Number 18, Sam Parker. Now into the corner, that is number 15, Charles Platt. He gets double teamed, ball taken away momentarily. Now stepping up to take it right back for the Red Knights, only to have the Bears kick it back out towards midfield. Now back into the Blake Bears zone, and the Red Knights seem to be a little bit more offensively minded with this wind. I can really feel it up here on the top level of the stadium. Right next to the camera angle. Now to the near side for the Red Knights. That's number 13, Scanlon. Now up top to number 17, Baldwin. Baldwin will try the right side. Ahead to Platt. He'll chase it, and he just let him too far out of bounds, and a turnover. But a nice sustained moments of pressure there for the Red Knights. I look down at the sideline. Their head coach has the parka on. That tells you the temperature's dropping. Still, though, in the low 60s here at halftime, but the wind definitely makes it cooler. But for these players, I'm sure it feels perfect out there. They're the ones running around out there. They're not cold at all, but it's going to be a throw-in for the Red Knights actually after that intersection, and right in front, tempted to try to get it to Liam Lynch, 23, just missed. Now out of bounds, and the Red Knights keep the pressure on. Inbounds to Vincent Baldwin. Baldwin now gets bumped off the ball, out of bounds. Bears will not get it back on that. Red Knights now keeping possession and keeping the pressure on. You didn't see much of this in the first half for the Red Knights. Now they'll throw it in here again. Big throw in. Tried to get it ahead. And it got through to number 19 for the Red Knights. That's Katie. He got his foot on it. Didn't get everything he wanted on it. And now for the Bears, their goaltender, Roland Bentley, the senior. He's only gives up less than 1 goal a match all year long. So far, he's been perfect in nets as well. Both goaltenders have played well. Now in the back is number 17, Oliver Brown. Excuse me, Angel Valdiva Cortez. Now Platt plays it ahead, and there is Christian Baker for the defending Bears to kick it away just in time. But these Red Knights keeping the pressure on, and now they're going to get a corner kick of their own, it appears. This will come with just 30 minutes to go, so we're already a quarter of the way into the second half. And the Red Knights seemingly have been in the Blake Bears offensive zone the whole time. Now, ball gets rejected back out. That corner kick was played by 18 Sam Parker. Now the Bears kick it back out, and there to retrieve it for the Red Knights is Mueller, and a little miscommunication as he tried to get it ahead to number 13 Scanlon, but Scanlon was coming towards him instead of away from him, so a little miscommunication, but the throw in, and 13, Scanlon tries to keep it in. Now Mueller will take it back and defensively play it back to the goaltender, Zachary Nelson. Nelson quickly though, little urgency there this time. Out to the far side, the outlet pass. Met there by a couple of Bears on defense, and now they have it in the Red Knight zone. And now to the near side for the Blake Bears in a little bit of room. That's number 17, Angel Valdiva Cortez. Now to the near side, Cottagio. Cottagio, good player there, very smooth, and he from behind, Liam Lynch gets called for the infraction, and now we're gonna get a free kick for Cottagio and the Blake Bears. We're just under 29 minutes remaining in the match. Winner goes to the US Bank Stadium and the tournament. Quite a different environment in downtown Minneapolis than out here on the hill, in the wind, in the cold, at Amoth Junior Stadium, Memorial Stadium. And I did see they got a piece of the 9/11 I-beam, steel gird beam that was donated from the city of New York. Nice little memorial for Mr. Amoth, who they've named it after. Okay, now in front, intended for number 10, Silvestri. He couldn't quite get a top of it, couldn't get it to turn around and score, but it's gonna be out of bounds and a corner kick for number 7 for the Bears. That is Augustin Cottagio. Cottagio on the year has 4 goals and 1 assist, and he's looking for another assist right here in this championship match. Gets it up there high, and it gets by the scrum of players in front, but the Bears control. They'll kick it right back in, headed out by the Red Knights, but it ends up top to number 14. That is Huerta. Now Cottagio. Cottagio with the left foot leads. Bell with the header, just misses. What a nice play that was. If we had replay, that was their best opportunity. Cottagio almost had that second assist right there as he tried to get it to Landon Bell. And that brought enthusiasm. Excuse me, that was ahead to number 19. My eyes deceive me. That was Oliver Brown that almost had that scoring opportunity. Great pass once again by Cottagio. Meanwhile, Zachary Nelson will boot it with 27 minutes exactly remaining in the half. Headed slightly by the Red Knights, number 19, Katie. Now the Bears take over with number 17 playing it. That is Cortez. Now Mueller to the near side, Liam Lynch. Lynch now in the corner. Gets double teamed by the Bears, out of bounds, and it looks like it's gonna be a throw-in for the Red Knights rather than a corner kick. And they quickly throw it in to the near side. That's number 13. Scanlon, and that ball floats into the arms of Roland Bentley, the goaltender. Intercepted momentarily, though, by the Red Knights' number 17, Vincent Baldwin, out of bounds. Throw in for the Bears. As we are approaching the 26-minute mark now in the second half, and now they'll trade places, and the throw-in will come in from about the 35. On that far sideline, gets by the Red Knight, played by Lynch. Now it's open in the corner, and collision with Baker, and he comes away the better of it. Boy, that kid is a great player. Able to just go over there, take that ball away, keep his balance, get up. Now there's that breakaway pass ahead for the Contagio, but the Red Knights were waiting for it. Now they'll try their own and try to break him right back. Chasing it is Liam Lynch, trying to get by the defenders. He pushes them away. The ball remains in play. Lynch gets up first. He's got the ball, hesitates slightly, then it gets bouted away, and nice defense by the Bears that time. Great soccer action suddenly here in the second half. Now with it, number 13, that is Scanlon. And now the breakaway to Landon Bell, the leading scorer. He's got an angle on Nelson. Here he comes in, the shot. Oh my goodness, he just missed wide left. He had a lot of pace, and look at Zachary Nelson as he claps 3 times in excitement how he dodged that bullet. That play comes with 25 minutes remaining. Landon Bell with another golden opportunity goes by the wayside. Clock now stopped with 24:58 remaining. Not sure why they stopped it there. Meanwhile, Zachary Nelson. Oh, we've got an injured player way down on the other side. Off our camera, and I can't tell who that is necessarily. He's lying down and he is writhing in pain. I don't know, is that Contagio? It looks like it could be. And they are tending to what appears to be his right lower leg, and he is in pain. And so the clock remains stopped with 24:58 remaining as they tend to the injured Blake Bear. So now the Red Knights will huddle up, and the Bear in their own zone. Blake Bears will come over to the sideline, grab some water, and they are still tending to the injured Bear. As soon as we get confirmation of his name, we'll pass that along to you. Still appearing in pain there. It might just be a cramp. Now I get the feeling it might not be. If you've ever had a cramp, it's the worst. And if you can't get it out, it really hurts. Let's hope it's just a cramp. Let's see, they're gonna help him up. We'll see if he can put any weight on it. And he cannot. So this could be more serious than a cramp, I'm afraid. He is not putting any weight on his left leg. And no one likes to see that. I don't see a lot of injuries in soccer. And they are really struggling over there. He's not on camera, and now they're gonna carry him off. And this is sad to see here. Let's see if we can get his name as a round of applause. His number is, I think it's 17 for the Blake Bears. As they carry him along the sideline. That is Angel Valdiva Cortez, the senior defensive player. And he is not well. And they are carrying him all the way to the near sideline. And all right, now that he is safely out of the field of play, wishing him the best, of course. And now we'll see where we're at. And now back to the play. That's right, Zachary Nelson has it. He's gonna kick it off from his goal line, and he gets a nice boot to about the 50, intended for number 2 for the Red Knights. That was number 2 is D-Bell, and it goes out of bounds, and a whistle. And the referee comes over, and now he'll say, let play on. Number 13 to throw it in for the Red Knights. That is William Scanlon. Tried to get it ahead to number 19 for the Red Knights, Katie. And the Bears try to kick it, and it doesn't even go out of bounds. I think he tried to kick it off the Red Knight. Had the same impact as goaltender Roland Bentley now rolls it out. Red Knights now put on the forecheck pressure as we are now at the 24.5-minute mark, and that's going to be a rare unforced error by the Blake Bears, and a chance here for the Red Knights on the air. If I were a Red Knight player, that would give me a little pep in my step. That's a little chink in the armor in the Blake Bears defense, perhaps. And not there, though. Roland Bentley comes out to save that bouncing ball as it came towards him. Now the Bears will try to boot it down into this wind. At midfield, nice play, and there's that breakaway pass. Cottagio quit running, and no one was there to get it other than the Red Knights defense. And now the goaltender, Zachary Nelson. 23, almost just under 24 to go in this match, still tied at 0. You get the feeling whoever scores a goal is going to go on to the state tournament. Next goal wins almost. Certainly feels that way. Now Cottagio, near side, taken away niftily by number 13 for the Red Knights, William Scanlon. And the throw-in will be due to the Bears, into Cottagio. Cottagio tried to bounce it along the sideline, got rejected all the way back into the Bear territory. Chasing it is number 19, Rory Cady, putting the pressure on. As the ball gets back to Kent Bentley, now Baker with it for the Bears. To the near side, number 14 for the Bears, Huerta. Into the Red Knight zone, now taken away by the Red Knights again. Number 13 is William Scanlon. Now 19 for the Bears, Oliver Brown. Now back to Baker, Christian Baker. If the Bears win this game, you gotta think Christian Baker's gonna have a role in it along with Landon Bell. Especially if you can get one of those breakout passes, but I don't know if that strategy is going to work so well with this strong wind still blowing in from the south, which is exactly how this field is set up. Both goal, the north goal and the south goal. Right now, the Red Knights are protecting the south goal, which means they have the wind behind them. Now that missed opportunity, intercepted by Cottagio, tries to get it forward to Huerta, now taken right back by the Red Knights, and no one there for number 13, Scanlon. Now headed by number 2, D-Bell. Now with it, Aiden Lowy. He's quick with his feet, looking left downfield, strikes it hot right to number 19, Cady. That pass was right on the mark. Well done by Lowy. Now inside, try to get it to 7, who was open briefly. Malcolm Crane tried to split the defense, just missed opportunity there for the Red Knights, and that'll turn the ball back over to the Bears. And goaltender Roland Bentley, 21.5 minutes remaining. We've played nearly 3/4 of this championship match, no score. And the scoring opportunities have been for the Red Knights with that wind behind them, and the Bears have had really no scoring opportunities. They had one with Landon Bell on a near breakaway, but other than that, it's been the Red Knights applying the pressure. And I keep bringing it up, but I think it's very significant. This wind is playing a role. Now with it, Aiden Lowy tries to headman it ahead to number 11. That's Jackson LaRue coming right in. Lowy with the left leg. It gets deflected right in front. He was in close, and now there's that breakaway pass as they try to get it to Landon Bell on the post pattern. It really is like a post pattern because he's going towards the goalpost, isn't he? Now, with it, number 9 for the Bears. That is Joseph Milo. Taken away, though, by Scanlon, number 13 for the Red Knights. What a match. Landon Bell takes it away. He's so dangerous. The corner kick type attempt sails over the goal area and into the hands of number 2 for the Bears. Excuse me, that was Yanni. Now in front, Mueller heads it. And just as I didn't think the Bears had it, they do. And they score on the header. My goodness, that looks like it was number 9 for the Bears, Joseph Milo. Let's see if I can confirm that. They're in the corner. And that brings the home crowd to their feet. Let's see. Was that Landon Bell with the score? I think it might have been. He's getting the congratulations. we'll listen.
And assisted by number 2, Landon Bell.
Landon Bell got the assist, and I believe Milo got the goal. So that will be Landon Bell's 8th assist to go along with 8 goals. I didn't quite confirm who that goal scorer was, but Bell got the assist, and that was a great header, and that goal comes with 20 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the match. The Bears take a 1-0 lead here at home, and they've got to be breathing a sigh of relief for the #1 seed. And now, if you're a Red Knight fan, they have their work cut out for them. They do have the win behind them. They're going to have to start taking more chances on offense, which could leave them vulnerable to those long breakaway type pass opportunities that to do. But just as I was indicating, they didn't have much of an offense here in the second half. They scored just like that on the header from the great pass by Landon Bell. Now play continues on. The Red Knights gave it away. So they're going to have to dig deep here to find a way to get the ball past Roland Bentley and the Bear defense if they want to stay in this match. But after dominating for most of the first part of the second half, they let that one in, and now they have got to go to work on offense. Now here they go, deep into the Blake Bear zone, but Christian Baker, this is going to be Baker time for the Bears, isn't it? He's going to be manning that back court there all the rest of the match for the next 19 minutes and change. And now Roland Bentley will kick it into this wind. Comes to the near side, played by Scanlon with the header. Tried to get it ahead to Lowy. And Lowy still, look at those quick feet. Excuse me, that was not Lowy. That was number 7 for the Red Knights. Malcolm Crane. And we got a whistle and a free kick now coming up for the Red Knights. So they'll have an opportunity from just inside the 40. They're 50 yards away from Pater and that goal. And here comes Mueller. Rather than kick it in, he'll play it to Lowy. Lowy, though, will take the big shot into the crowd. Gets rejected right back out to number 3, Nicholas White. And now near side, chasing it there, number 2, Jacob Debel. The sophomore couldn't get it in time, out of bounds. Throw in now for the Bears. 18.5 minutes remaining. In one of these team seasons, right now the Bears have the advantage. Kristen Baker over to the far side, intended for number 9. Joseph Milo, who I believe did get that goal. I hope I got that right. Their numbers are very, very small on the front of their jerseys. So sometimes it's hard to say. Now here comes Landon Bell, got the assist. He's going to take a break. He gets around him across. He's clearly the star hero of this team, and rightfully so. The way he plays, he's an exciting player. All right, now throw in for the Bears with their 1-0 lead, under 18 to go in the match. We are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Again, my name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on this championship night in mid-October. Now the ball coming all the way back into the Bear zone. Played over to number 12, that's Frank Walla. And gets it ahead to Cottagio, who let it get by him, but that did not fool Scanlon. Some people in the crowd calling for a whistle there. No whistle to be had. Now here comes the Bears, and they get it ahead to Cottagio. Cottagio now in scoring position on the right side. He'll move it in with his left foot, still with it. Getting marked by Mueller, and Cottagio still has it, gives it up, and the shot, a big one, just sails over the crossbar and maybe wide right. And a great opportunity for number 14 for the Bears. That was Moises Huerta, and he was set up well by Cottagio. Cottagio, number 7, a nice player there for the Bears, having a great night. All right, now more substitutions for the Bears. Checking in, number 23, I don't have a name for him, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Nelson, the goaltender for the Red Knights, kick it all the way through. Coming out is Roland Bentley, and he tries to one-time it. I think that is so dangerous, but he knows what he's doing. That's why he's there, and I'm up here, as he kicked it really well, and it almost worked well. As now here come the Bears on offense, and they really got their momentum. Taken away, though, from behind, and almost again by Cottagio, and they play on. No, they finally draw the whistle. And you can really see the superior talent there by number 7, Augustin Cottagio, what a name. All right, now with it, Scanlon. Scanlon's got room in the middle. He's looking left and right. He's in a full head of steam. Now to the near side, DeBell, lead pass, and Bentley does touch it. It's gonna be a corner kick though for the Red Knights, and they're wasting no time. Scurrying over to the far corner, setting it down, but now Mueller's gonna come all the way from midfield to do the honors as they tee it up for him. Clock continues to wind down. You can see it on your TV screen, 15:30 and counting. Now Mueller, the left footer, gives the signal. Here it comes, bending it right in front, and the header intended for number 18 for the Red Knights. That was Sam Parker, couldn't quite get it there as that ball was overcooked just a little bit. Maybe would have wanted to get it a little more into the fray of that scrum of players, but it goes by the wayside, and Roland Bentley now will take his time to set it up. Substitutions again, quickly back in Landon Bell. He wasn't out for long, nor should he be, but he got a little bit of a rest. Should provide him with enough. Now Cottagio out to the near side, gets it under the legs of DeBell and to the teammate, number 19 for the Bears, Oliver Brown, and that is some excellent soccer skill on display. Cottagio, number 7 in the middle. Look at that footwork, that dribbling of the ball. Gets by the defender like he wasn't even there. That was unbelievable. Out of bounds though for the Bears, and they are now really starting to assert their control of this match. That goal gave them more confidence. And you wonder if that didn't take a little bit of the spirit out of the Red Knights here on the road, in the wind, in the cold. They had their opportunities early in the second half and just couldn't quite convert. And then Landon Bell and Milo scored it for the Bears, and now it feels like the Bears have been dominating on offense despite this wind. So what do I know? The wind had nothing to do with it for the most part. I still think it did. I think this Bear team just found a way to score, and now they are really dominating. And Cottagio now with a 1-goal lead. He'll take his time, although the clock is stopped with 13:49 to go. Red Knights came in with a 10-6-2 record, or 10-6, and Blake Bear came in 15-2-1, and that attempt goes high over the crossbar. Another near miss for the Blake Bears, and now Zachary Nelson will bring it out. His team down, clock winding down, 13.5 minutes to go. And now he'll take a deep breath and boot it. Low trajectory to midfield, headed at midfield by the Bears. They try to take it back. That is Aiden Lowy with it. He gets triple teamed, and the ball's taken away by Huerta. Huerta with the right leg tried to nudge it ahead to his teammate Landon Bell, intercepted by the Red Knights, and now they're in the Blake Bear territory. Gets ahead of him a little bit, and now the Bears boot it down. Landon Bell chasing it. It's loose in front. He heads it right to Nelson as Bell leaps high, and Mueller undercuts him from beneath. It was a legal play, and everyone looks okay. Now the Red Knights, meanwhile, back in the Bear zone. Red Knights looking for a little pathway to get to that goaltender as they fight over there at midfield, and now a whistle and a free kick coming up for the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, and they will get that opportunity at about the 44-yard line. And they move quickly. That was number 18 for the Red Knights doing the honors. Sam Parker, intercepted by the Bears. And that long pass, tried to get it to Cottagio. The wind held it up, otherwise he had a step on the Red Knight defender. Now Scanlon coming in and taken away niftily by the Blake Bears. Now out to Cottagio. That was number 11 for the Bears on the steal, Levy Pesky. Now the Red Knights take it right back with Scanlon. Aiden Lowy. Lowy gets bumped from behind by Cottagio. That draws a whistle. And now a free kick for the Red Knights as Scanlon comes to hurry things along. Meanwhile, Aiden Lowy pulling up his socks, and now he's up ready to go. Scanlon gets the play going. Out to midfield. They're moving, you can see the urgency, you can feel it. That's Leo Scoggins, 21 with it. Now he boots it and it goes off of the Bears, number 23. I don't have a name for him, unfortunately. Now substitutions all around for the Red Knights, number 18, number 13, and number 6. That's Parker and Moilma. And Scanlon checks in. And checking out for the Blake Bears, number 9. That was Milo. I think he got that goal. I'm pretty sure it was him. Now, far corner, out of bounds, turnover. Bears get it back with 10:40 to go in the match and a 1-goal lead. They boot it out to midfield. It's met there by number 3, Nicholas White. Now it gets back to the goaltender, Zachary Nelson. He cuts it off short. Outlet pass intended for Liam Lynch, intercepted by number 20 for the Bears. That's Greg Papitison. And now in front, and almost an own goal there, as the Red Knights almost misplayed that into their own zone, but Zachary Nelson makes a save on his own player. Good save, might have been his most important one. If you go down 2-0 to the Bear team, it's gonna be almost impossible to get back. Now Huerta, number 14 for the Bears. Lead pass ahead to, that's Paraplitsin, and Zachary Nelson niftily comes out to make that save. Meanwhile, the Bears keep it in the zone, and they are now applying the pressure in a sustained fashion. I look at the clock, and we're under 10 minutes to go. We're approaching exactly 9.5 minutes to go in the second half. Now, coming over for the throw-in for the Bears, that is number 12, Frank Walla, into number 19, Oliver Brown. Ball loose, still in the Red Knight zone. Now they clear it. Past midfield that was intended there for number 15 for the Red Knights. That's Platt. Now the lead pass to Mueller. Mueller at a race, and he tries to kick it off the Bear defender, and they're gonna call a corner kick for the Red Knights and a break for them, coming with just under 9 minutes to go. And in the corner to do the honors for the Red Knights will be number 19, Rory Cady, the sophomore. The Red Knights will set up as they are running out of scoring opportunities here with less than 9. The ball comes into the scrum. The header just misses. He had a little opening along that post. From my vantage point, I can't catch his number, but I will as soon as he turns to one side or the other. I still can't see the number. There's so little on the front of their chest. Still can't tell you who that was, and he's gonna wish that he had that one back. I think that's now, I think it's number 18 was Katie, but he's the one that kicked it in.
Red, it's yours, Red, it's yours.
From the side, I still can't tell who that is. Meanwhile, the ball is out of bounds. Might have been Jackson LaRue over there. Still can't tell who it is this close. Might be time for me to go to the eye doctor. Although I just got these new glasses. It's just that number is so small. All right, now throwing for the Blake Bears. Landon Bell heads it away. The throw in. Mueller plays it ahead. Tried to get it to Parker. Now played by number 18. That's who almost had the scoring opportunity. It was Sam Parker who had that header. Almost to go in. Now just 7.5 minutes remaining, and in close. That ball was right there, but good defense by the Bears as well. Kept in by Aiden Lowry. Look at the magnificent play by him, and then the boot by number 19 into the player. That was Katie. Lowry gets pushed down, then they play on. Red Knights now. And now clearly the Bears are in defensive mode as we are now at the 7-minute mark, played by number 21, Leo Scoggins. Christian Baker on defense there for the Bears. As you can feel the intensity start to ramp up here as the Red Knights are sustaining offensive pressure. Under 7 to go here in the match.
Go Red!
Ball all kicked in and rejected right back out by the Bears, number 11, Levi Pesky. Now the throw in by the Red Knights, under 7 to go. Bears trying to clear it, kept in though. Now Lowy with it to the near side. That is Scoggins. Scoggins got some room, aims it at the net. Bentley almost let it get by him, and did he step out of bounds? I believe he did, and the referee says no. Boy, I was too far away to know definitively, but Roland Bentley dang near misplayed that for a goal, and then he almost gave up a corner kick. This game far from over with plays like that, but we're now at the 6-minute mark exactly to go. So Red Knight, their season running out of time here. So they're looking for their first goal, but that was a nice sustained pressure there for the last several minutes. And now we have a whistle, ball out of bounds, substitution, checking in once again for the Blake Bears. It's number 7, Augustine Cottagio, the senior forward. Very dangerous offensive player for the Bears. Now out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Bears, and 5.5 minutes remaining as the wind still continues to gust here at Gordy Amoth Jr. Memorial Stadium. And now we have a whistle as the head referee, the field judge, comes over with some instructions for a Blake player in the shadows on that far side. Clock stopped with 5:22 to go. Still stopped with 5:22, and ball is okay. It looks like Christian Baker's gonna do the honors. I was saying the ball was sitting there and I couldn't see any player over there, but their uniforms are so dark, they blend in with the darkness behind the field. Now kicked by number 12, Guala, and Landon Bell about to play it, but they blow the whistle, and the turnover on the infraction will give it back to the Red Knights with 5 minutes exactly to go in the season. Now booted by number 3, that is Nicholas White. Baker plays it for the Bears. The interesting spin out of bounds, and the Red Knights thought they should have it. They strongly disagree with the play. Katie vehement in his objection to that call. The home crowd wants a yellow card to be called on Katie, and it will not happen. Now played by Leo Scoggins. Ahead into the zone, played by number 15, Charles Platt, and he's gonna get called for the push. He's claiming he used his hip rather than his shoulder. And the referee respectfully disagrees with Mr. Platt, and meanwhile, precious seconds are off the clock, and now we're at the 4-minute mark as the Bears boot it deep into Red Knight territory. Played by Leo Scoggins. Gets it to Aiden Mueller, but he misplays it, and it's intercepted by number 10, Charles Silvestri. Now Cottagio gives it up, and now it'll be a throw-in. Quickly by Aiden Lowy. Now the Bears try to boot it. Huerta deflected. Oh, the give and no call. Red Knights looking for another call. None to be had. 3.5 minutes to go. Now on the far side. The urgency definitely at high level here for the Red Knights, and the quick kick by number 19. He thought he had it there. Rory Cady in a diving. Roland Bentley to his left comes up with the save with 3:15 to go. And he'll boot it out to the far side and out of bounds. It'll turn it right back over to the Red Knights, and they'll get it back with 3 minutes to go in the season. They've got to find a way to get a goal here. Late to tie it up. Headed back out. Landon Bell can't quite catch up with it. There was a famous United States soccer player, Landon. What was his name? I can't remember. He's retired now, but not that long ago. So a great soccer name for Landon Bell. He got his 8th assist on the lone goal that the Bears got, and now as they take their time, Cottagio comes out with a little bit of an injury. And they stop the clock with 2:37 in the match and the season. Levi. Pesky with the kick, and that's also far sideline. They do save it from going out of bounds. Number 10 for the Red Knights tried to play it forward, but he missed it. That was Aiden Lowy. Now Baker boots it to the near side. Mueller there, though, with 2.5 minutes to go, out of bounds, and he'll get a throw in. As he waits for his players to set up shop on the offensive end. He gets it to Aiden Lowy. Lowy back to Mueller, gets deflected by number 10, Guala, for the Bears, and it's going to be a throw-in from the sideline. I don't think it's a corner kick, but maybe I'm wrong. No, it's going to be a throw-in from just about that corner. 2 minutes remaining exactly in the match. The big throw-in, what a throw that is. It might as well have been a corner kick. Ball loose in front, jockeying for it, still loose, deflected. Now out, up top, setting it up, the big kick deflected in front. Now cleared by the Bears. Landon Bell has it, stops, keeps it, hops over the defender, leads it ahead to number 20. Are you kidding me? What a play by Landon Bell. That was the best play I saw tonight, how he eluded the defenders and then led the player perfectly who did not appear open, but he passed him open. What a play by Landon Bell. My goodness. All right, now 1.5 minutes to go. There's Bell again. No one there to pass it to, and now he comes up and he is hurt. And they can't afford that if they're going to make the championship round, and he is in pain and he is holding on to his right knee. And that'll stop the clock with just 1 minute and 17 to go. It could be a hamstring as they come out to tend to him, or it could be a cramp as well. It is very dry out, yeah, but it looks like it's going to be a hamstring cramp. Doesn't appear to be a joint or bone injury. And that will settle the crowd down just as they're about to celebrate here with 1 minute and 17 to go, as they work on their star offensive player, Landon Bell. And they're still working on him out there. Now they're going to get him up. Let's see if he's going to stay in the match. It looks like he's going to be okay as he kind of stretches out that right leg, and they might as well take him out here. It appears they're on the verge of winning, and they'd hate to lose their star player in the last 1 minute and 17 seconds right before the state tournament, so I don't think they're going to take any chances with him. It looks like he's going to be okay. And it's been incredibly dry here, lack of humidity, and so even though it's not in the middle of summer, you've got to stay hydrated in this weather. And I think he just maybe had a little bit of a cramp as I watch him massage his calf, and that's exactly what he has, just a cramp. He's still pounding it, and is he gonna stay in the match? No, he's not, he's out. Okay, now here is the goaltender, Nelson, trying to get it down with 1 minute and 11 to go for the Red Knights. Can they make a miracle happen here late against the Blake Bears? Kicked in now, Lowy tries to get towards it, the Bears play it out, and it gets by, and they'll kick it back to the goaltender, Nelson, who one-times it nicely ahead to number 19 for the Red Knights, Katie. Katie now to Mueller in the corner. The corner kick attempt as he gets taken out and down, and they are going to call a foul as they're going to put a card. The clock is stopped with 46 seconds to go. The home crowd Bears are not happy. It's going to be a red card, or is that a yellow card? And he's going to be escorted from the game, and the Bears, I think, are going to be a player short here for the rest of the match for 46 seconds. As number 11 for the Bears has been ejected, Levi Pesky, the senior defender. And I don't think you get a substitution when that happens, so it's going to be a power play, so to speak, for the Red Knights with 46 seconds left. So just like that, they may have a chance with a player advantage. And now a free kick from actually a better vantage point than the corner kick just inside. That is Mueller, number 4, to do the honors. Crowd is standing here, especially the visiting crowd for Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights. They know they've got a chance here if they can execute well. Ball lofted right in there. Bentley punches it out. Ball loose in the sky, and it ends up in Bentley's hands. Unbelievable. And he goes down to the ground almost in prayer that he was able to get that ball. And a large round of applause from the home crowd on that one with a half minute to go. And what a great defensive play by number 23, Liam Lynch, coming over putting his body in the harm's way there to block that ball and keep it in the Bear zone. Clock stop now with 20 seconds remaining. And now the Bears will have a throw in here. Looking to count the players to see if I was right. I do think they're down one. And Bell will try to throw it deep down, gets it over the head, now played by number 3 for the Red Knights. And down goes the Red Blake Bear, and now the call against the Red Knights. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds remaining. This will do it here. The Bears boot it down as clock expires. And the Blake Bears are your 5AA section soccer champs out of the independent conference. So stay with us. We're going to be bringing you the trophy presentations. And the Bears win it 1-0 on a late goal in the second half, or midway through the second half. Landon Bell to Milo, I believe, got that goal. And the Red Knights applied the pressure late. It was great excitement with basically a corner kick with just seconds remaining. The ball was deflected, popped up high in the air, could have come down anywhere and into the net, and it went right into Roland Bentley, the goaltender's hands, to end the drama here in this Section 5AA final. So we'll set up shop here for the awards presentation. Benilde-St. Margaret's had a heck of a year. They were the number 2 seed coming into this tournament with a record of 10-6-2. They will end the year at 10-7-2. Meanwhile, the Blake Bears will go to 16-2-1. They'll take that record into the state tournament next weekend. Next week and next weekend. Most of those matches are usually played at US Bank Stadium. And we will bring you the trophy presentation and the medal presentation. So great year for the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's. They came very close to upsetting these Blake Bears on the road. Just a gorgeous night with a full moon, but a windy night. So if you're gonna have the warm temperatures from the south, you're gonna get the wind with it. Much better than a northwest wind this time of year. A northwest wind would be bringing sleet most likely, but the southern winds are a welcome phenomenon here for this game especially. And now they're quickly lining up here for the Red Knights. I'll try to identify each player as they are presented.
I'd like to invite both teams to line up numerically on their 40
And they will present the medals first to the Red Knights.
5AA runners-up Benilde-St. Margaret.
And the 5AA runner-ups in this section tournament.
Number 0, Patrick McDonald.
Number 0 is Patrick McDonald, the junior, obviously wasn't suited up to play.
Number 1, Zachary
And then
Nelson.
Zachary Nelson had a great night in nets, just couldn't stop that
Number
one goal
2,
from going in.
Jacob
And then we have Jacob Dybel,
Number 3, Nicholas
sophomore,
White.
then Nicholas White, another sophomore.
Number 4, Gage
Next is
Mueller.
number 4, Gage Mueller. He's a senior, he's playing his last
Number 5, William
match of the night. He played well. Then William Gadke, he's on the football team. We brought you his game last night, but he didn't suit up
Number
for
7,
soccer.
Malcolm Crane.
Number 7, that is Malcolm Crane.
Number 10, Aiden Lau.
Number 10, Aiden Lowy.
Number 12, Henry Arndt.
Number 12, Henry Arndt.
Number 13, William Scanlon.
13 is William Scanlon. Both Arndt and Scanlon are seniors. Michael Herbert, also a senior.
Number 15, Charles Platt.
Charles Platt had a great night. He's also graduating, number 15.
Number 17, Vincent Baldwin.
Now number 17, Vincent Baldwin.
Number 18, Sam Parker.
18, Sam Parker. He had a couple of near miss goals
Number
this
19,
night.
Rory Petty.
Next, Rory Keddy, a sophomore.
Number 20, Massimo Di
Now number
Salvatore.
20, Massimo Del Salvatore. What a great name that is for the sophomore. Then William Driver, also a
Number
senior
22,
graduating.
Will Driver.
Next
Number
up,
23, Liam Lynch.
23, Liam Lynch.
Number 24, Austin Cronk.
Number 24, Austin
And
Crunk.
number 29, Jasper Park.
And number 29, Jasper
Red
Park, a
Knights
sophomore.
Managers are Nelson Noglo.
And their managers, Nelson Noslow, Mr. Schleichman.
The assistant coach is Michael Charles.
Now the assistant coaches,
Johnny
Michael
Malavahill.
Carl,
and Mike
Mr.
Peterson.
Mulvihill. And the coaches getting their medals as
Milton
well.
Head coaches Dave Platt and Jeremy Driver.
And Dave Platt, Jeremy Driver, assistant coaches getting their medals as well.
And now the captains of the Red Knights. Please step forward to receive your Section 5 AA runner.
And now the runner-up trophy will be presented to the Red Knights, and there it is. And a
Congratulations
subdued
on the great season.
celebration there, and understandably so. I'm sure, I know these Red Knights are very disappointed. They had a few opportunities to try to get on the Blake Bears, but they fell by the wayside, and the Bears got their lone goal in the second half. And now introducing your champion 5AA section soccer champions, the Blake Bears.
Number 0, Samuel Moore.
And this is an 8th grader, Samuel Morris. He's a goalkeeper.
Number 1, Roland Bentley.
And Roland Bentley had a great night in nets, gets a big round of applause. The senior goaltender going to the state tournament.
Number 2, Landon Bell.
He was perfect in nets for all 3 games of the match. And Landon Bell, who got the
Number
assist,
3, Lauren O'Brien.
he's just a junior. He'll be back next year. Then Lauren Brahmi, a sophomore
Number 4,
midfielder,
Carlos Platt.
followed by number 4, Carlos Clapp, a freshman.
Number 5, Charlie Moore.
Charlie Moore, a senior defender.
Number 6, Max
Number
Vesmar.
6, Max Vesmar. He had 3 goals, 3 assists on the year. Obviously injured there with crutches.
Number
Wishing
7,
him well.
Augustin
Then Augustin
Cottagio.
Cottagio. I don't know if I pronounced that the right way, but that's the way I did. He's a heck of a player. Fun to watch, number
8,
7.
Christian Baker.
And Christian Baker as well. Solid player. 5 goals, 2 assists on the year.
Number 9, Joseph Mello.
Next, Joseph Mello. I think he got the game winner. If that was
Number
true,
10,
he had
Charlie
4 goals on the year. That would have been his 5th with 1 assist. Charlie Silvestri, senior graduating. He had 3 goals, 4 assists on the year. Followed by number 11, Lou Pesky. He had 5 goals, 1
Number
assist
12,
on the year.
Frank Wella.
Number 12, Frank Walla. He had 1 goal,
Number
0
13,
assists on the
James
year.
Lewis.
Number 13, James Lewis, a junior, receiving his medal.
Number 14, Moises Huerta.
Number 14, Moises Huerta. Big round of applause. Lots of
Number
family and
15,
friends
Jack
and crowd
Stansfield.
cheering him on. Then Jack Staunchfield, sophomore.
Number 17, Angel Valdivia.
Angel Valvidita Cortez, the senior. Goes by Angel.
Number 19,
He is
Oliver
in crutches.
Brown.
He was hurt early on too, and he is on crutches. Good to see him getting around
Number
though.
20, Greg Peripillitson.
Followed by Jackson Fulton, and then Oliver
Number 21,
Brown,
Max Friedel.
and Greg Perpetulinson, and Maxwell Friedel,
Number 22, Bergen Levine.
and number 22, Virgin Levine,
Number 23, Theo Farazi.
number 23, Steele Tharazi,
And number 88, John Heinmiller.
and number 88, John
Lakers
Heinmiller,
managers, Vivian Hillstrom and Lauren Armstrong.
and Lauren Armstrong. Managers,
Assistant coaches, Tony Andrade
now the assistant coaches
and David Shapiro.
getting their medals.
Head coach for the Bears, Thomas Johnson.
Head coach Thomas Johnson.
And now with the captains
And
of the
now the
Blake Bears,
captains
please
for the
step
Blake
forward
Bears
to
are going to
receive
get
Section
their
9 championship trophy.
5AA section trophy, and there it is. They're the champions, and here is their celebratory group photograph coming right here on their home field at Gordy Amoth
Thank you for
Junior Memorial Stadium. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And there are your champion Blake Bears. Have a great night.